Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at something new. I've actually never had any of these in my collection. Alright, so the packaging. Alright, so on the front here you can see a nice window display with the figure and some of their accessories. To the top left you see Batman the Animated Series logo branding. On the bottom right you can see Beast Kingdom's logo branding. Going across the bottom, you have the title card for the character that you bought. On the left, the Joker. On the right, Batman. You have a model number and then a description of what the figure is. If we come around and move it to the side here, you can see half of Joker. And actually, if you come around and do this, oh, there he is. It's the full him. And then on the right here for Batman, you can see he's in a dynamic pose swooping down in the city. I love the backdrop behind him. That's actually really, really cool. The back of the packaging is probably my favorite. On the right side of the packaging, you can see 3 different poses for each character in different dynamic poses or museum poses. Joker is a little more goofy, a little more, normal style poses, his goofy self. And then for Batman, he's swooping down, he's in action, and he's looking up in the night sky. And then on the bottom of the packaging here, we have Egg Attack and then a description of the figure, along with accessories that it comes with. We have Beast Kingdom logo branding, and on the right bottom of the packaging, we have a holographic logo branding sticker that says Beast Kingdom. Is it embroidered? No, it's flat. Okay, cool. And then coming around to this side, oh look, it completes on that Batman. And then for Joker right here, we just have him with his arms spread out in a little museum pose, looking really, really nice. All right, so now that that's over, let's go ahead and crack these open. Let this be noted that I am, in fact, taking sticky tack and putting it on his ankles because I am having a hell of a time getting him to stand. I literally, because of him, just had my entire display, diorama and all, light and all, trying to catch him while adjusting my light. I'm so mad. Trying to catch him so he wouldn't fall. I let my light go, not paying attention, and it smashed into my entire display. And everything got fucked up. My light literally hit Batman. I don't know how he's still intact. I have no idea. Okay, so everything is out of the packaging. So I guess let's start with hands. Batman comes with more hands than Joker does. Joker technically comes with a total of 8 hands, right? So you got 8 hands for Joker, but for Batman you get 9, and that's because you get an extra thumbs up hand. And this is it right here. You get the thumbs up, the classic thumbs up from the animated series. We all know that, right? And you get a bunch of swap outs, right? So the cool thing that a lot of people love about these figures is all the swap outs, the swap out expressions. So you get this expression for Joker, you get this expression for Joker, and the eyes do move, right? So they have the parallel eye rolling system. I don't know if that's what Beast Kingdom calls it. That's what Hot Toys calls it. So anytime eyes move, I call it the parallel eye rolling system. For Batman, you get this expression, mouth expression. You get this mouth expression. And you get one more, which I believe is a smirking. Yep, you get his smirk. And then you also get expressions for his eyes that you can pair up with any of them. So, what am I doing? Let me take this out for you so you can actually see it. You get this one. Classic, especially from the animated series, of course. And then this one. For Batman, his eyes don't move, obviously. Right there. You get a little panel right there, and the reason that you have a panel for the eyes is because of this. If we take Batman and we take his cowl off like so, behind here, you have a little switch. Boom, 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 no, 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 no. Come back to that later in the review. So then you get his grapnel gun and a hook, right here. You can see the grapnel gun, hook, and then you also get a wire to attach to said grapnel gun and hook. You get a few batterings. You get 2 of each, right? So you get 2 styles. You get 2 of this right here, this style, and then you get 2 of this kind right here, which looks pretty nice. And then for Joker, you get obviously a lot more than you do with Batman. So you get his gun right here with the bang, and this is cloth, so that's very, very nice. I quite like that, better than it being plastic. You get his laughing fish, looks really, really nice. I like the paint application on here. They didn't do too bad. And then you get a Joker grenade, and this is not painted though, which a little bummed out. You know, they could have painted this. It was painted in the animated series, so I'm not sure why they didn't paint it. And then you get his teeth right here, his little cheddar teeth, and then you get a little plushie of Batman. Pretty neat. They also give you 2 stands, so the stands are pretty nice. Nothing really crazy, but I think that they look nice. This one's for Batman, obviously, and then this one is for Joker. They're both translucent. I do like that for Joker, they actually gave you his face and then his name. For Batman, they just gave you the actual logo of the TV show, which it works because that is Batman, in fact, right there. But I would have liked maybe Batman's face or a different pose or something like that. Something kind of like what Joker got, but it's no big deal. Let's talk about the articulation and the aesthetic of the figures real quick. Yes, I popped off Joker's head so that I could kind of go over his body real quick. For the articulation, you do get double jointed elbows, and it works pretty good. I mean, you don't get the best range, but for what it is, it'll work, right? Arms come up about that much. You can push these out like so. I think, yeah, you get a little bit of an ab crunch. You get a lot back. And then, of course, you get side to side, like so. For the legs, you do get double jointed knees. But because he's kind of like a baby, he has chubby limbs, so you don't get the best range. And I do find the clothing getting stuck in the joints on the legs, in the knees, when I articulate it. For the feet, you do get a rocker, and then you get toe articulation. I had to put sticky tack in mine, like you saw at the beginning. And since doing that, I hope I don't jinx myself, but he's been standing pretty good. I haven't been having him falling over every second, which is good, man, because I want these to be able to stand on a shelf without any assistance, right? Without needing any type of base or anything like that. Let's talk about the clothing, though. The stitching on here is really, really nice. The tailoring is nice. I like what they did for the vest here. It is Velcro, and you can hide that pretty damn good by just kind of overlapping it. Push that down. And as you can see, that looks really, really nice. I like that a lot. I do think the suit should have been a darker purple. That being said, it's not too far off. And it's pretty dead on. It's just a tad darker. And I think it would have been perfect. But it is what it is. I love his necktie and everything like that. Like I said, the stitching, the tailoring, it's on point, man. His flower looks really, really nice. All fuzzy, just like how they had it in the animated series. And then you do get the coattails on the back here, and those look really, really nice. Is that wired? Okay, so you do get a wire as well on the back of the coattail, so you can get that to kind of stick up like so if you're doing some type of dynamic action pose, which I don't know that you would be doing with him. And then you get 2 wires at the front of the coat, like I had mentioned. So yeah, I quite like this. We'll take his head and pop it right on because I want to talk about something real quick. Since mine dropped a bunch, I do got a scuff right there, but it is what it is. You can see the sides of his hair are folding up, and they should be sticking down like that because of how you interchange his face plates. I think that's why this is sticking up, and they don't really have a way to have it form to the face because this has to be removable, and I'll show you that in a minute. As far as his hair, I don't know, man. I like it and I don't. I think if they just painted it black and then they did, you know, the green stripe going through, I think that would have worked, just like they did with the DC Collectibles figures, just like how they'll probably do it with the Mondo 1/6 scale figure. And plus the green that they used like a metallic sheen to it, and it's just really sparkly. I mean, it looks a lot lighter in this video, or on camera, than it really is. It's a little bit darker than what you're seeing right now. So, I don't know. I like it and I don't like it. You know, it is what it is. But let's go ahead. I'll show you. To change his faceplate, you pull that off like so. Now, I've never had these or anything like that. So this is all new to me. And I do quite like the design of this. It reminds me of like a Figma figure or something like that. And then you get the purse system. So, I really haven't found out how to use this properly. I've just been doing it my own way. So, you can kind of, if you push this forward and that, like, you push this forward, right, you get the eyes to look up. you push the top forward and they'll come back farther down. And then you get these two pegs that are awkward to move, but you can move them. And as you can see, you can get the eyes to articulate. Now I'm not going to be able to get that in. Oh, okay, there we go, in place. All right, let's go ahead and change it to, I've been dying to see how this would look on him. And I haven't checked to see if these other face plates actually have purrs. So they do. So how would you do that, though? You would, oh, okay, so you could just move it over more. Oh, you got his eyes looking crazy now. I'm gonna have to fix that. I think that was there, and that, yeah, and that was like so. All right, so to put this on, we just want to line that top groove with this, and hopefully it'll go on. All right, tight fit. And then this just goes right back over like so. All right, so yeah, like that looks dope, man. You know what I mean? Like he looks pissed. That looks dope. I really do like the aesthetic of this, right? I like the design. I think they did a cool job with these, man. I was curious because I've never had any of these egg attacks, and that's not too bad, you know. Like is it dead on to how he is in the animated series? No, obviously they have their own flair, but it's a good representation, right? It's fun. Let's go ahead and use this one. He looks like he's about to tip over. And this is the smiling face. I can get this damn bag off. Sheesh. All right, let's put this one on. I can get that on there. Jeez, man. Oh, yeah. Oh yeah, and then you move the eyes a little bit though. You can get some cool stuff going on with these, man. Harley. I think that looks real nice like that. All right, so Batman is definitely my favorite out of the two because of the light up feature in the eyes, because of the cape. This cape it's really nicely done. The wires, my only problem with it is the wires could have been a little more firm, right? They could have been a little more, they just don't hold very well, right? But they do a pretty damn good job. And as you can see, you can get them to go up above like so. If you wanted to have him swooping down or something, you certainly could do it, right? Maybe bend that a little bit. So you can get him in a swooping pose with this cape. The cape is interesting because it has multiple wires going throughout it, but these ones right here, I mean, they're not that pliable. They don't hold up very well, right? You can bend them, but for instance, when I'm having the cape just folded down by his sides, it's kind of tough to get it into place. And you know, it is what it is. Can you do it? Yeah, you can do it. It just takes a little bit to mess with. So, and then on the inside, you can see it is blue, and that's really nice. I do like the aesthetic of this suit, though. I like how you can get his arms down by his torso nicely like this. That's an issue I have with Joker, is that his arms kind of, I don't know, they kind of fly out way past his torso, and they don't sit flush next to the torso. But it is what it is. This bat symbol, at first I was like, man, this is too small. But when you have the cape down, right? Like, let's have the cape down a little bit. Let's do this now. And look how good that looks, right? That's a really good representation of the animated series, I think. I think they did a good job with this. I would love the cape to be able to sit like this. However, I would love capes on all my action figures to be able to do that out of the box. And they don't. The fact that you can get it close with this guy is a win. So with the bat logo like that and the cape down, I think that the size is actually okay, right? I think that it's actually okay with it like that. Could it have been a little bit bigger? Yeah, it could have been, but it is what it is, you know? No point in griping about it. I rather just enjoy my figure. So I do like the trunks and everything on here. I think they look good. Here's a example of how I keep getting the fabric stuck in the joints when I'm articulating it back. I do like this kind of bluish black that they went with. He looks black kind of from a distance, but whenever the light hits it, you can see the blue metallic sheen pop through, and I think that looks really, really good. I actually quite like that a lot, and I think that was a good decision for them to do that with a figure like this instead of doing cell shading. So I really, really do like that, and you get that with the gauntlets, hands, and then the boots, of course. And like I said, this guy, he does get 9 interchangeable hands, and he gets some expressions. So and he gets more expressions than Joker. Joker technically only has 3 different expressions, and you can't swap the mouth with the eyes. With Batman, you can do the eyes and the mouth. So let's go ahead and pop this off. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this on camera because I was having trouble with it. Pull the back off, and this literally just pulls off. It's just kind of stuck in there. All right, so we'll take that out. That's how it comes out. And let's do his smirking face with the squinted eyes, right? So let's get the squinted eyes out and the smirking mouth. I believe you have to put the mouth plate on before the eyes anyway, so we'll go ahead. All right, there we go. It is a little bit frustrating that those are so tough to get on right out of the packaging, you know. I would have liked them to make that a little bit easier. Okay, so that looks cool, man. Let's go ahead. Let's turn it on. And I do like that this is a magnet on the back there. Let's turn that on and groovy, baby. Isn't that dope? That looks really, really cool. And you could even take the squinted eyes and let's do something else, right? Let's turn this off so we don't waste our battery. Let's take this out, take this out. And let's do a different expression real quick while we have him out. There he is yelling, and that looks really, really cool, right? There's another expression for you guys. He looks scared as shit. Batman looks like he just lost Robin or something like that. So that is one. Let's take this out. I don't like how hard these are to take out. I'll be honest, I don't like it. I would have liked them to I don't know, have better quality control on that aspect of it, because these things are just fucking hard to swap out. Someone's gonna break this shit, and they're gonna be like, why did I pay $70 for this? Dead ass, man. This thing is, you gotta push this. Yeah, dude, it is like, it is not my favorite thing about this figure. Okay. Let's go ahead with the regular eyes and put the cowl back on. Actually, let's light that baby up. Okay, so that just looks dope, dude, right? Doesn't that look dope? That's gonna look dope on your shelf. And while it is a pain in the ass to swap out these mouths and so on and so forth, when it's all put together, it does look good, right? It doesn't look like no bunk shit. It looks like nice quality, and I think this is really, really cool. I like this a lot, man. I really do. You gotta let me know what you think in the comment section below. We can do something with the cape. Maybe put his arms up, fold this one back. See, the wires could be a little more manipulatable, if that makes sense. Put a batarang in this hand or something. I think I had to heat these hands up just to go on, so I'm hoping I'll be able to do this real quick without doing an intermission. Yeah, see? God, is that the batarang holding in? Well, it'll work. That looks cool. I like it. I really do. Despite the minor gripes, I like this figure quite a bit. I think it's going to be nice. It's going to be unique to have on the shelf. Am I going to collect all the egg attacks in the world? No. No. Batman the Animated Series, if they ever make a Michael Myers shit like that, I'll definitely buy. But this is, you know, if you're a Batman the Animated Series fan, diehard like me, I think this is worth your money. I really do. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that it's not. Is it without problems? No, it's not. But it's fun, right? It's fun. All right, so if you have problems with your cape staying in place, you can use a magnet. Just take a magnet, put the cape how you want it, and then clip it on. Don't move the magnet all over the fabric. Just as soon as you have it where you want it, put the magnets on, hold it into place, and leave it. Okay, so overall, I really do enjoy these figures because they are representations of Batman and Joker from the animated series. And of course, the animated series is dear to my heart. But I will say that I had a lot of fun messing with these while doing the review. I did have a lot of frustrations, and that's to be expected with something that I'm not really familiar with. That's okay. And I think that if you are an animated series fan, I think this is a go, man. Especially if you're a diehard like me, you're definitely going to want these in your collection because it's a fun take on Batman and Joker from the animated series. Plus, like I said, they're kind of like a mix between a hot toy and a Funko Pop in a weird way. I really do enjoy them. Now, if you are going to get them, just like I said, be cautious with Joker. Maybe yours will have stronger ankle pegs than mine did, but like I showed you, you can use that sticky tack to shove in there, and he should stand without any issues after that. For Batman, heat up the mouth plates. Like these mouth expressions right here, heat these up before you pop them on. It shouldn't hurt them. I don't think it'll hurt the paint or anything like that. Some people will say that. They'll say, oh, always use a hairdryer, don't use hot water. Because the paint will rub off. Listen, I don't know what factories use to seal their paint, but I have used hot water on countless number of action figures. And as long as there's no electronics, I've never had any issue using water to heat up plastic so that it'll pop on better to the figure. Never. So if you're going to get Batman, like I said, heat up those mouth expressions and the hands before popping them on, because I had a hell of a time trying to get them on without heating them up. And it's always to be safe than sorry, right? How many times are you messing with a hand or something and you're trying to get it on the ball joint and you know you should just walk 20 feet right into your bathroom and turn that faucet on, but instead you're like, no, I think I can get it, and then something snaps, right? I've had that happen so many times, and it's better to just get up and go to the bathroom, heat the fucker up, and call it a day. So that's going to do it, guys. Let me know what you thought about these figures in the comment section below. Are you going to pick them up? Do you collect this series? Do you collect Egg Attack figures? I'm curious to know. I know a few people on Instagram that do. I never had any until now, and I got to say, for these guys, I really do enjoy them. If they're going to continue the line, I think I'll pick them up. Other than that, though, I don't see myself picking up any Marvel characters or Star Wars. I think, for me, these are fine, and I really do like these. So thank you guys for tuning in today. If you made it this far, please hit the thumbs up for your boy. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys in the next video. Stay safe out there. Oh, and happy October. You know, the boogeyman's coming. Peace.